Hello there. This is Zetsway, the creator of Halodoom Code of Silence. Instead of making a montage like I was originally going to do this week, I'm instead making a guest documentary of sorts on the history of my game, Halodoom Code of Silence. This right here is the first level that I ever made. Probably in around 2006, I think is when it was made. As you can see, it's a campaign map. It's running in OpenGL now, but I never started using OpenGL until probably 2008, beginning of 2008. Wow, that's a lot of lag right there. This level is not based on anything. It's not really in my final version. Well, a remade version of this level is, in a way, but it's so old. All the weapons were made from just screenshots that I found on Google, and then editing them in Paint. Not very well, as you can see. Also, the elites that I guess I'm now destroying with my oddball were all made using the imp, the Doom imp, and completely coloring over him, just using his general shape to make him in a Paint program, pixel by pixel. So took me about a month just to get a finished version, and as you can see, it's very old. This was my, well, it was actually the BFG, but it's my fuel rod cannon. The final battle here was one I still actually want to include in my final game somewhere, but I haven't really thought of it. Where basically you're on one side of a bridge and the main enemy's on the other, like the boss. Even though I'm fighting a cyber demon when over there, which is, you know, a Doom enemy. But like I say, all I made was the standard minor elite skin at this time. There were a lot of ceiling glitches because I had never used 3D mode before, and I never yeah. Okay, this was the first multiplayer map that I made. It's called Alpine. It was remade about 6 times, but it's actually in the final version completely different. It's not Forerunner, not outdoors. Well, it is outdoors, but it's not like nature. Yeah. Like I say, the weapons are a little improved. All of them mostly taken from different mods and stuff like that. Any Halo 3 weapon like this, the laser that you see, is actually from a screenshot just taken off of Google, or a couple of screenshots off Google that I edited to actually look like they're being used first person. This level is Solace. It's completely remade into another, well, also called Solace. Originally I was going to release this with my first demo, but like the fixed version. This map, Hidebound, was the predecessor to the Metro, which I did release in my demo. Very old. The geometry is mostly taken from what would it have been? A Freedom single-player level. Just kind of made it multiplayer-esque, I suppose you could say. Like I say, this is the Metro in the demo, which you can download. It's also in the final version of the game as the Metro. Now, Spiker Rifle, very particle-y. Like I say, made from just screenshots taken off of Google. At this point, since Halo 3 hadn't come out, because this, I think, very early 2007, the Spiker Rifle was just announced, but I had no idea how powerful it would be. Which it isn't really that powerful, but who knew at that point. This level was a beach ship level. I don't remember quite what it was called. It might have been called Beached, I'm not sure. This pistol that you're seeing was one of the few things I was proud of. It was taken from a early video of the Halo 3 beta. This was later 2007. Really laggy. The pistol was taken from a video I got on YouTube. I saved the video and went frame by frame editing out the pistol. Like, I did all this before theater mode existed, so that's how I got all of that. One of the few things was I did have the double kill, triple kill medals, killing sprees, the audio for them. The original sword that you're seeing here. Oh, by the way, this level is being remade as Obelisk. It was remade, I think, 3 times, and the third version's in the final version. You'll see that later on. Yeah, the sword was a lot harder to get kills with before, because it used Doom's melee system as opposed to my new one. This level was, well, it's like a graveyard, I guess. I don't remember what I called it, but yeah, it's not in the final version. I'm almost debating whether or not to go back after the final version's released and remake all these multiplayer maps and as like a map pack. This was my Forerunner City level. Not in the final version, but a combination of this map and another map that you'll see later does make it into the final version as Atlantis. It's in Forerunner City, but it's not at all like that one geometrically. This level was more of just a test bed. Very straightforward, I guess, two-way symmetrical map. Very plain. Not really worth putting in the final version. I think I got the idea from an existing Doom map, deathmatch map. If you're wondering why the rocket, when it reloads, actually looks like an assault rifle, it's just because it was a placeholder reload. That happened a lot in these early days. I used a lot of placeholders. That map that you saw was a crash ship, never made it to the final version. This level is from Gothic Deathmatch. I just changed the textures to make it more Forerunner looking. The weapon that you can't really see because I'm invisible, that you're witnessing, is the fuel rod sidearm, which I was originally going to include as like a secret weapon, kind of like a scarab gun. It was just on this level, and I didn't include it yet for obvious reasons. It's a little too powerful. Not to mention it never runs out of ammo, so you're good until you die. This is Osmotropolis, another level that was based on an existing deathmatch level. Not sure which. Not in the final version. More of a test bed. Another level that was originally just a revamp of an existing level. Actually, I think this was just the existing level. I revamped it later, retextured it and whatnot. Not included in the final version. As you can see though, the sword definitely way harder to use. Like right now, you barely even have to aim to use it. Although it was rewarding when you got kills with it. I used the pistol a lot because it was probably one of my better looking weapons at the time. Even though it's an OpenGL and that doesn't really count. This level's Glaciation. It's in the final version. Went through about 3 remakes. Like this is the first one, and I had a couple more, and the 4th versions in the final game. This was the first, like I said. Basically, just the ice level, really big. This level was based on the descriptions of Epitaph. Halo 3 still was not out at that time. The beta was, but Halo 3 full version wasn't. I used the descriptions to make this map. It's basically kind of based on it loosely, not in the full version. This level was Beaver Creek and Battle Creek from Halo 1 and 2. I called it Bastard Creek. I'm not really sure what my motivation for that was, but it's very loosely based on it, because there was a lot of parts of those maps that I couldn't do. This is Elongation and Longest from Halo 2 and 1 respectively.